My name is Mark, and this is my wife Kathy, and we live in beautiful downtown Yuleeville, up in Nassau County. We met the folks at Earthworks about 3 years ago, I think, is when we ran into Jason at a home and patio show and just kind of kicked around a few ideas. We had koi for a long time. We brought them over from a previous house to this one, but we didn't have a koi pond here. And so they've been in a large aquarium in our living room for almost 5 years now. And we kicked around ideas with Jason and finally got in a position where we could build something worthwhile. And once we came down to a build-upon workshop and looked at what could be done and what the folks at Earthworks could coordinate for us as far as patio, screen room, and do it all at one time, we knew we were working with the right people, and we're really excited about what they're going to be able to do to give us a beautiful koi pond and to give our koi
a new home.
Some swimming room, yeah, because they need it.
This is a total package project. Once again, we have pavers going in, we have a screen enclosure going in, retaining wall, and we also have a pond going inside of this screen enclosure area. So it's day 2 for us. This is kind of our second round out here. The first round, Mark, Nick, and myself were out here scratching out all the grass, prepping for the footer to get in. That's phase 1, is prepping for those guys. Once the footer goes in, we can come back and start tackling the rest of the project. This pond, it's a mixture of Tennessee fieldstone. We got Tennessee river rounds in here also. We're probably gonna put maybe 2 pallets of machine set stuff in here, which is like this size stuff. This is all fieldstone. We got some 2 chunkers for the fall coming in there. Assortment of lights and big old biofall on this one. So yesterday we came out, we had Tim Gibson with us. Him and Nick tackled building this retaining wall over in this corner while Mark and I focused on digging this pond out. We're just going down 2.5 feet, standard pond depth, but this wall right here went up with ease yesterday. It was really nice. This is where our biofall is going to be housed out, giving us that elevation change for our waterfalls into the pond. We got the first little tumble fall area pretty much rocked out now. We just got to finish off that top. Now, I want to explain probably the trickiest part of this job here. It's in a screen enclosure number 1. When you're inside a screen enclosure, you need ways to get out of your screen enclosure. So there's going to be 2 doors. There's a door on this side, which is fine. We have plenty of real estate to sneak a door in wherever. Tricky thing is on the design, they wanted a door here. So we had a 6x6 retaining wall go in, eating up a little bit of the real estate. So this area in here, this is where we're gonna have to be very choicely with what rocks and where those are going. So 32-inch door, you know, allotting for a foot to 18 inches off the house before even the start of the door. And you can see just the height of our biofall that we're gonna have to bring dirt up to. We only have, you know, 3.5 feet over to this wall edge here. So we're gonna actually have to bring in retaining rocks this way. So this dirt plateau here can level off and become a little landscape. Just as long as, I mean, this is all gonna be patio, right? So just as long as they can come in here and flow through, there's no problem. But that's definitely tricky. We have extremely limited space installing this top waterfall area. We'll get it done though. We still got 2 3 watts, I think, and 3 1 watts to play around with, so plenty of light up there. I think we're gonna drop a 1 watt in the landscape to light up that cool piece of wood. This was actually Mr. Combs. He forged a couple years ago. Super interesting line work and just like, you know, those dots taken out of it. So I think we're going to do some low-lying aquatics in front of that to make that a really cool highlighted feature of the pond, bringing some of his stuff into this. And I think today we're going to be wrapping up with just waterfall, 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 turn this thing on, start tucking what we need necessary to tuck to leave this thing running. And tomorrow we'll finish, you know, tucking the pond edges, and we have an ion gen and an auto dosing system to install, and then our lighting system to install. So as long as tomorrow we're just buttoning up the small things and not still working on construction, that means we can get all of this excess rock material loaded back into our truck and back to our facility.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Mark. I'm the host of the Public Display of Imagination podcast, where we talk to best-selling authors every week on our podcast. And right now we've got Earthworks building this beautiful back door patio outside for us. They put in the pond this week, and I'm sitting by the waterfall that they put in. Mike and his crew designed this so that we get plenty of aeration into the pond. And he also worked in a lot of the plants that we either wanted or already had on site, including what's kind of fading in the sun right now, but will come back, a beautiful bog lily here on this side that's purple. And then on the far end, leading into the far end of the pond, we have a piece of driftwood that I've actually had for over 7 years that I refer to as the mystery log, and he found a way to relate that into our pond as well. We couldn't be happier with the work they did for us here. And then yesterday they came out and they laid the patio, which was fabulous way to celebrate my wife's birthday, August the 17th. They did the entire patio in one day, complete with the proper slants so that the water runoff goes the direction it needs to. And they also cut us in up here under our kitchen windows, a place where we want to put a trellis for some additional greenery. We've got some cuts, a nice decorative cut here where we can put some ground cover and plants up front as well. So we're very happy with what Earthworks is doing for us, and just thrilled at the pace of things and how they have involved us in the project.
Oh, hey guys. How's it going? I don't know if I really want to do a wrap on this project. Pretty much just stay here all day. Right, John? Do we have to tell them? We just stay here, right? Welcome back to Mark and Kathy's backyard. This is a project that we did with the homeowners wanting to be much more involved in a lot of homeowners. We've got lots of landscape material out here that they look like they're about to decorate with. They're partially done with it, so we caught it at a good moment, kind of in between. But you can tell these homeowners, they didn't want to wait for their finish. They got it set up, they got their furniture out here. You can tell they're enjoying the space. That's the cool thing about it. I know, but for real guys, so we got a pretty cool project that Michael Oakes, so both Mikes, we got Mike Q, Mike Oakes. These guys did a great job. So you guys have seen a lot of content on how we do water features, how we do landscaping. It's only 8 foot of space right there, waterfall. But the intricacies of what has happened there are awesome. And the homeowner actually told me there's this one little waterfall. It's not even a waterfall. It's like a little 1-inch drop off. That is perfect for the fish to actually swim up. And the homeowner said it's only been 8 weeks since the fish have been, well, I guess the baby fish have been in there for about 6 weeks. She's got a couple of baby fish and they swim right up in there into that little stream area. And the cool thing with the screen is they're never gonna be affected, right? You think, oh, they're not safe up there. So there's all kinds of things. You see, I'm already getting sucked into talking about the waterfall. This is one of those projects we do an all-in-one type thing, okay? So you can pretty much call us and we take care of the entire thing. And this is one of those projects. So just gonna want to run you through what it takes. So you guys see the screen enclosure, we did that as well. Not physically us, it's our partners, Tony with Preferred Aluminum. We did this entire project, meaning we designed it all, sold it all, and ran it through. So the homeowners only had to deal with us the entire time, which is a much more pleasurable experience, instead of hiring 6 contractors to get the same entire project done. So with that being said, let me run you through the whole process. So you guys see we've done the pavers. We did the water feature. We didn't do the landscaping actually. We designed the landscaping on this one, but the homeowners are doing it themselves. So on this one, the first step is to get the footers done, okay? The footer is the one thing that you can never really see, but it is something that's very important. So I have one spot right here I found that the homeowners are still working on getting, irrigation in here. They're doing their own irrigation fixing and their own plantings. So we, installed a couple sleeves for them so their electrician can come in and do their thing, another sleeve for power. So this is still open until they finish it, but you guys can see down here, remnants of what is the footer. So before we do anything, we come out here and we strip all the grass. Once the grass is stripped, Preferred Aluminum comes in and they install their footers. So we design what levels we want for the footers and where they go. So when we install our pavers, they're going right on top of it. So in this situation, the footers go in. Once the footers are in, Michael and his crew come in and they build the pond. Typically, we always build the pond first. After the pond is done, then we build the pavers. So we build the pavers, and when we do pavers, we'll usually start from one corner. In this situation, we started the pavers in this very far corner here, and you work your way out. So we come square off the house, right? We're always gonna assume the house is square. We check those. We come right off the house and we build our patio. Okay, so once our patio is built, we come in and we cut as close to the pond as possible. In this case, we actually left a little space because they wanted to intentionally do more plantings there. And that way it's much more inviting. So like this curve right here is the perfect spot where people can sit, feed the fish, and do what they need to. So pavers go down. Once the pavers are down, then we typically will come in and do the irrigation, landscaping, landscape lighting. Sometimes we'll come in and just do the irrigation, then do the screen enclosure, and then do the landscaping. Because if you think about it, a lot of homes that we do, these guys are backed up to nature. They don't have to care about neighbors and all that stuff. It's a really fun property. But typically we'll come in, it's a requirement in a lot of HOAs that you guys have out there, that we have to do landscaping on the outside screen enclosure and create this buffer, because they don't want, from the perspective of other homes, that you have to see the screen. So we kind of do some buffering out there, but that's usually the process. So footers, pond, pavers, irrigation, take a break, screen enclosure goes up, then we come back out, do the landscaping, outdoor lighting, mulching, sodding, because on a process like this, just so you guys know, you got to break a couple legs to make an omelet, right? We are usually damaging the heck out of grass. So on this one, it's kind of cool. They have an empty lot next door, so we just had to do a little damage there. But our tracks from our machines coming in and out, for all these materials, bring them in, we damage that. So we usually always include that in our price as well. Then we're going to put all that back together so it looks just like it did before we left. But I hope that gives you a little insight, especially if you guys are looking to do a project like that. I hope we get to use this for future homeowners. We'll be sending these videos to you guys probably. This will be great for Lindy. If you call in, you're always going to be talking to Lindy. We've done tons of projects. If you guys ever have any questions, hit us up in the comments. We can probably either send you another video or just answer in the comments about, like, we've done a 4,000 to 8,000 gallon power pump, adjustable flow on this. We got the 1,000 skimmer, 6,000 biofall, all those details. We do in a lot of other videos and why we do it and all that stuff. So hope this was helpful, and have a great day, guys.
We are ecstatic with the job that Earthworks has done for us for the pond, the patio, and coordinating the screen room for us. We couldn't be more excited to spend time outdoors enjoying our beautiful koi pond and our beautiful patio. So highly recommend the crew at Earthworks. They did an excellent job from start to finish.